Here's the hole in this t-shirt that was created when the customer tried to cut the label off the back. So in order to close it up and make it look like it's not there, I'm going to start on the front side, not on the inside. Do this just the way I do the sweaters. Use a thread that's as close of a match as you can get, and you kind of weave it in the threads of the fabric so the cut edges are going to butt up next to each other. They're not going to overlap. So you take the needle and weave it in like that and go across the gap created by the cut and come out the other side. Pull it tight, but not too tight. You don't want to create any puckers. Then go right in next to where you came out. Go along the threads of the fabric and come through the other side. Most of the needle, and therefore most of the thread, will be on the inside. Then we go in this way, so your needle is kind of held sideways in your hand. We're going to jump over that gap, come out the other side. So you just continue to do this for the length of the rip. One little row at a time. It doesn't really matter how much past the rip your needle comes out or goes in. It's just kind of wherever it finds its way out of the fabric. And you can see it's closing up the hole. It is going to leave a little bit of a line, a little bit of a scar, but it doesn't look nearly as bad as it did before. Just kind of smooth it out with your finger or your thumb so you know you haven't pulled that thread too tight. And don't rush it. Take your time. If you have any little threads peeking out, kind of like we have right there, try to tuck them under to the back side of the fabric, and they won't show. So pull it tight and then smooth it out a little bit. Almost to the end here. Try to go in a straight horizontal line when you have stripes like this fabric does. If I put my finger behind there, I can see that it doesn't come through anywhere. So it looks like the hole is entirely closed. I'll just put the needle in a good spot to come through the back. and knot it off. You can see the back side where most of those threads have come across, and the front side. Let me go put some steam on this with the iron and I'll give you the finished look.